Hello everyone, this is Jyoti Bhagat, Assistant Editor with Times Tech Print Media and Urja Devi. Today we have our special guest Deb Mukherji, Managing Director, Omega Seiki Mobility. We, uh, we welcome you, sir. A very warm welcome. And first of all, please accept our gratitude for the great work you are doing in the field of mobility. Sir, we would like to know your journey so far. Uh, as a managing director, you are serving in the company, emerging company. So please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Jyoti. It's my pleasure to be on the show. We are part of Anglian Omega group, and the group has been in the automotive and steel business for last 50 years. We are manufacturing automotive components for various OEMs in the country. We have a pan-India presence, Delhi NCR, then Pune and Chennai. Electric vehicle is our new business where we see this electrification of the vehicles from IC engines to EVs is a big transition happening all over the world, including India. We see this as a major opportunity and we want to be part of this change. So, with this objective in mind, we started this company about 3 years ago and we launched our first product, which is a three-wheeler electric cargo vehicle in the market, and it is doing very well. And we are a complete technology company. We provide the vehicle, we do the last mile mobility, and we manage the entire supply chain through our technology. So that's the whole business, the way it is structured. So we are going on our path, and we see that EV will happen more and more, and this whole transition will happen. It will speed up in near future.
Okay, sir. So going forward, before asking any question, I would also like to give you a brief about our company, Times Tech Print Media. So
Yeah.
basically, sir, in Times Tech Print Media, we have two publications. One is Times Tech Buzz, and another one is Urja Daily. So in Times Tech Buzz, our main focus is the core electronics, power electronics, electric vehicles, renewable energy, etc. and etc. And in Urja Daily, we are focusing on renewable energy like solar energy, electric mobility, EV. Going forward with our conversation, my first question is, what was the mission and vision behind Omega? And what is your core mantra to for a successful run for the company?
This transition to electric vehicles started in India about 5 years ago,
Yes, sir.
and it's at the lower end, which is the three-wheelers. Okay, three-wheelers and the two-wheeler are the first adopters of this technology. And we saw that most of these vehicles were coming from China. So they were the poor quality, low-end vehicles. I mean, the good thing is that they have brought this whole change. They initiated the change towards electric vehicles, but unfortunately, these are the uh, poor quality and low durability vehicles. Now, three-wheeler is a commercial vehicle.
Yes,
It
sir.
has to earn money, the user. Okay, so we found that a poor quality vehicle will not be sustainable in this business. So that is with that vision in our mind, we started to develop our own vehicle, and we decided that we'll develop and we will produce a high quality, durable vehicle, something like an OEM quality, completely made in India. So that is our vision, that we want to replace, or rather, we want to introduce a high quality vehicle, which will be a good business driver for our users, and they can earn substantial amount of money using this vehicle, which doesn't break down, which has a high uptime, etc. So that way, it helps them earn more money. That's our business mantra or business vision or business
So, sir,
objective, whatever
can
we
you
call it.
elaborate on stay agile, fast forward, and inspire innovation? which I
Something that we take pride in. We are an agile company. We take decisions quickly. We don't have multiple hierarchies or legacies that many established or big companies have. So once we take a decision, once we decide to, for example, we decide to introduce a product, then we move quickly on that. So there are not many, not much of hierarchies or bureaucracies typically associated with the large OEMs and all. So that's the agility, and we watch the market very carefully. We see where the market is going, what coming from the market. We have a very good connect with the market, with our customers. For example, we saw that in the whole EV space, the first adapters are the three wheelers, which is primarily driven by the e-commerce companies. Okay, the e-commerce companies are deploying it in their last mile simply because it is economical for them. So that's the space that we saw, and we quickly moved on, into this vacant space. So that's how we define agility. About innovation, you see, I talked about the quality, and we continuously innovate in our business models, in our products, in our technologies. We work with multiple partners in various emerging technologies. As you see, electric vehicles are a fast emerging technology. It's a fast evolving technology.
yes, sir.
Um, the battery, there
Correct.
is a huge R&D research development happening in batteries. And we work very closely with our partners who are battery makers, cell makers, powertrain makers. So that's how we try to capture those innovations into our products. So that's how we can define the whole, innovation and quick movement or agility as far as we are concerned.
Thank you, sir. So, sir, you have mentioned in your response that you have a good connect in the market. So, is it regarding the channel partner and OEMs you are speaking, or in some other terms? And also wanted to know what is the go-to-market strategy Omega is following.
That's a very important question that you asked. You see, our connect is on both sides of the supply chain. The complete automotive supply chain can be divided into two parts: the supply side and the customer side.
Sure.
In the supply side, we have to work with multiple partners. Since this is a new industry which is evolving,
Yes.
you see the, for example, battery, the lithium ion battery, the powertrain for the electric vehicle. It is an entirely new set of suppliers that we have to work with. So we have to select the supplier, select the right technology. In case of batteries, we have to select the right chemistry, which is suitable for India. So that is the kind of connect I am talking about. We work with multiple partners who have the domain specialty, domain knowledge on the supply side. Same way on the demand side, we keep track of what the customer is asking, where are the preferences, where is the market moving, what are their demands, and that's how we sort of tweak our business model or rearrange our business processes. So that is how we work closely from end to end, from supply side to the demand side.
Okay. Sir, if I may ask, how many channel partners are there globally and in the Indian market?
Alien Omega is a global company. We have
Yeah.
our own offices.
Yeah.
Apart from India, we are present in Southeast Asia. We have an office in Thailand. We have our office in Middle East in Bangkok. We have our office in Europe, Latin America, Japan. So these are the regions that we work with multiple partners. Now we are also talking to a very large player in Bangladesh. We have our offices, marketing offices, and other channel partners in countries like Thailand, then Dubai, UAE. We have an office. We have our partner in Japan. We also have our investors and partners in Europe. So that is how we structure our business. We are very closely looking at putting up something in the USA. So that's our present business of steel and the auto components. Now EV is a new business, as I told you, and we have got significant response from these countries. Apart from this, Africa and Latin America is also very interesting to us. We are talking to multiple partners, and Bangladesh, I told you, we are discussing with a very large player over there for greenfield facility.
Okay.
Locations are Hyderabad, then Bangalore, Vijayawada, Vizag, Chennai, Coimbatore. In Kerala, we are starting. Then Delhi NCR and Pune. So these are our locations. We have the three-wheeler. It is in the cargo segment. We have launched already. It is getting a very good response from our customers. They all like the product. They have found it very sort of user friendly and high quality product compared to our competitors. And now we are going to come out in the passenger segment also.
Okay.
We are present in the last mile logistics currently. We are
Yeah.
also working with multiple customers for the intra-city movement,
All
and we
right.
are going to for passenger e-rickshaws very soon. So
Okay.
that will be like for mass movement of people, like from metro station to home to offices, etc. So
Yes, sir.
that's the segment target.
All right. Sir, the pandemic worldwide, it affected many companies and technology, innovations, everything. So, how Omega has survived this worldwide pandemic, and what were the challenges uh, faced?
You see, of course, pandemic was a very disturbing, phenomena for the entire world. Um, Businesses were shut down, and for a country like India, shutting down the entire country of 1.3 billion people is a massive, event which has after effect. Especially many businesses faced financial stress and other kind of stress, laying off people, cutting down production, etc., etc. Fortunately, I feel that we are past that, and now also the vaccine is out, and a very large vaccination program is underway. And I do see that next 6 months or so, we will see significant impact in terms of curbing the virus. And at the same time, in the context of automotive industry, we see that automotive industry has revived to almost segments like two-wheeler and also four-wheelers are almost back to the pre-COVID levels. They are our major customers in terms of the component and the steel business. So we are pretty good. And since we have multiple locations, we supply to a vast array of products and services to our OEMs customers in domestic as well as export markets. We have done quite well. In fact, of course, there was a production loss for 2 months because of the shutdown, but past that, we have revived very quickly. And in fact, it's going to be quite a good year for us. We are also financially strong. We are not leveraged, so that helps us, in recovering fast. We have also expanded during this time. We have used this opportunity to revamp our processes and factories, etc. And we put in a lot of efforts into our own internal processes, training of people, redeploying the people, etc. So we have taken care of the people, and I do see that this is going to be a fruits in the long run with us.
Okay, sir. My next question is, how do you foresee 2021 and 2022 uh, for automotive and mobility sector?
Yeah, you see, automotive, as I said, is there is a sort of a V-shaped recovery post the pandemic, and segments like cars, even two-wheelers, and also tractors, which are part of auto. I mean, the non-auto segment that has done extremely well. So we are very happy to see these segments growing. there has been a challenge because it's a commercial vehicle, and also the trucks, medium and heavy trucks. So there is a slow recovery there. But I do see that, during now the budget is almost around the corner, and I'm sure that government will come out with some incentives to, and also to kickstart the infrastructure segment. A lot of money has been pumped in into the infrastructure space, especially the projects like dedicated freight corridors, etc. I do see that those will give a big push to the heavy truck segment, etc. Also in the automotive segment, I do see that the scrappage policy of government should kick in now, so that will create a big demand for the new vehicle as old vehicles will be scrapped. As far as mobility is concerned, I do see that electric mobility gaining traction more and more, especially in the commercial sector. The last mile mobility, which is primarily catered by three wheelers and two wheelers, I do see that it will be something like 30 to 40 2 years, and going forward by 2030, there are estimates of 70 to 80%. I do see that happening very much. So I think the mobility segment is going to gain from electrification of this space. So overall, I am very positive on the recovery. Of course, pandemic has been very unfortunate, but 21 and 22 are going to be good years, and I do see
Correct.
that government is going to come up with various incentives and policies to help this industry.
Yes, sir. Sir, if I may ask, as this electric vehicle and mobility sector is in the trend, we can say every player in the market who are in the automotive and in automobile sector, they are coming up with a new product in EV. So, who are the players you are seeing as a competitor, you know, in the Indian market?
I mean, it's a competitive world, and
Yeah.
we are aware. And also, EV is kind of a leveler. It is a technology which levels. Even a newcomer, old comer, big company, small company, all become at the same level. We all start from sort of zero. So that's an interesting point. As it is concerned, we see that in the three wheeler, as I told you already, there were Chinese players and there were low quality, new, the quick, lower end of the pyramid, that low end market is slowly getting replaced by high quality, durable vehicles and technologies. And it will move towards the higher end of the pyramid. This is where we operate. Of course, our competitors will be there. There are established OEMs. There are big companies who are already there in this space.
For
But I
example,
think there is
yes, sir. For example, Ola is also coming up
not
with their product in EV.
Yes, absolutely. That is what I'm saying, that it is a leveler. So non-OEMs, non-auto companies will also come in. Companies who have the technology,
Yes, sir.
and then they necessarily be from the automotive industry. So non-auto companies will also come in because this is a technology play. If you have the technology, then manufacturing automobile is simply a mechanical assembly of parts.
Yes.
So that is where EV provides the opportunity. So I believe there will be competitors, but if we have the technology, we have the bandwidth, we have the financial strength, then we can do well, we can survive, we can do.
Sure, sir. Sir, as we know in India, also all the state governments and the smart cities projects, EV is automation is the automotive industry and EV is the major factor. If we can see the transport department of all the states in India, they are tying up with the startups and the companies like you in their projects. So just wanted to know, is there any government project? Omega is working with or forcing any project in future?
You see, government policies have been very consistent. Let me say that the present government, the central government, has been very consistent and very supportive. At the same time, at state level, various states have come out with their own policies. For example, Delhi came out with a special incentive of 30,000 rupees, etc. For the three wheelers and two wheelers, another incentive. The same way, state governments like Gujarat, then Andhra, Karnataka, they have their own policies. Karnataka has been very aggressive in getting companies on board, and they talk to various stakeholders like the suppliers, the OEMs, the customers, the energy companies, etc. So we are in close dialogue with the Karnataka government. We are looking at a setting up of a new company, new manufacturing facility somewhere down south, Karnataka. We are discussing, and the same way we are also looking at Andhra, Telangana, etc. Let's see,
Okay.
what of it. But definitely, I do see many state governments coming out with their own EV policies and incentives for
Yes.
this industry.
If I may ask, for the I, for the sustainability sector in India, how Omega is taking the sustainability sector of India to a different level. It is
You
synonymous to the India sustainability success. How Omega is synonymous to the India sustainable success.
Yeah, you see, one thing that pandemic taught us is the importance of sustainability, importance of environment, importance of concern towards environment, and everybody's role in it. So we do see that industry has to play a major role, government have to play a role, but and users have to play a role. Okay, so users have to adopt uh, new sustainable technologies like electric vehicles. So there are concerns. I understand that, the charging and
Yes.
anxiety of running out of charge. Those are concerns which, as vehicle makers, we have to address. That's our job. But as far as we are concerned, we are working with multiple technologies like solar. We are also working on wind technology. Then we are also evaluating some new technologies in the battery sector. It's We feel that it's our commitment to work with various stakeholders like government to to sort of commercialize these technologies. That's the job of the industry. Various techno. We also work with IIT Delhi, for example, and they are incubating. They are incubating many new products and technologies. So it becomes the job of the industry to mass produce it, to bring it to the people, and bring it at a competitive price. So that's the power of disruption. Mass scale technology infusion at a low price. So that's our job. And that is where we work, and we've done it with our electric mobility. And
Other than IIT Delhi, is there any other institution Omega is working with?
currently, we are working with IIT Delhi, and we are talking to few more. So we will, announce as we sign up something. But we are very interested to work with, talented people wherever the talent or knowledge is. We are very willing to work with them, even support them, and help them get their technologies out
Yes.
to the industry. Our doors are open.
You mean the young mind, the enthusiasts.
Of course, young people in India is 60%, 70% of India is young, and we are very willing to work with them, very willing to
Sure, sir.
hold their hand, vice versa, and give them a platform which they could use to productionize their technologies or ideas and incubate them to make a successful business.
Sure, sir. Sir, it was great having you in this platform. Sir, lastly, I would like to hear from you the message you want to give these young minds you have mentioned and the enthusiast, our viewer and the reader of Times Tech Buzz.
Well, I'm no leader, or I'm no big person to give a message, but what I can tell you from my experience is that no idea is small, or don't be afraid. If you have an idea, if you have a thought, dream big. Work towards it, work hard for it. It is possible to do today. In today's times, no idea is too small, and maybe some people will laugh at you, maybe some people will find it funny, or sort of ridicule you, but don't worry about it. If people don't laugh at that idea, then that idea is not big enough. Believe in yourself and make that idea work. Work hard for it. It will come it will come through. It will become a reality, believe me. Thank you very much.
Sir, thank you so much, Dr. Deb Mukherji, to coming up in our platform Times Tech Talk. Thank you so much, sir.